Hello everybody and welcome back to the channel. So I just want to say thanks to everybody who's been watching and sharing and liking my videos. It really helps out and it helps me be able to show you random games like this one. Now a few people are talking about this. It's an indie game developed by one champ, a French champ. I can't say his surname. His name's Nicholas. Anyway, it's called Pumpkin Jack and it's very reminiscent of like old school PlayStation 1 or 2 type of games. A lot of people refer to it as being like medieval. It's so much fun. It's graphically cool. There's great music, great soundtrack. It plays really well. The graphics are awesome. The level design's really cool. And there's just a really good general vibe of proper 90s style platforming, and I fell in love with the game practically from the beginning. I was overly impressed and I can't help but really want to show people this game because of how well done it is and really enjoyable, and the level of entertainment, let's say that, the level of jokes it has with you, with the narrative and the story is really fun, and the general variety between gameplay is really fun as well. The game is split up across 6 rather longish levels. They're like world themey type thing, and at the end of each level, you have a normal idea of a boss, and each boss then gives you a new weapon / ability type thing. And so on and so forth. So it's very even down to the bosses. Like some of the designs, like wow, this is really cool. It's like X from blah. I won't ruin things for you, but it's super cool. And then there's little puzzle mini areas as well. And there's a part of the game where you jump in a minecart and go flying, and you have to jump over areas and knock bits down. And it makes me remember of Donkey Kong 64. It's just so really well done. It's taking little nods from many games out there, mashing them all together in this Halloween-y styled world. And yeah, I mean, I know a lot of people refer to it and say it's very like medieval from the PS1, but there's a lot of other game references in this game where you think, wow, that's like blah and this, that, and the other. And I'd say it's not as hard as medieval in places. It's more accessible, and it's just so much fun and really enjoyable. And the music's great, and it's absolutely spot on. Absolutely spot on. And I'm just overly impressed with it. Like, how this passed me by, I don't know, but apparently, it's been out for quite some time already, and it's currently in the Halloween sale on the PlayStation Network at 50% off. So I do know a few people are picking it up and giving it a whirl, and I'm really glad to see that happening because it's just absolutely spot on. The gameplay is really good, and you just can't fault it. The only fault I'd say is I'd like it to have had a few more levels, because only 6 world levels, and as I say, they are very long, but I suppose it is supposed to be a shorter game, but I think they could do, the guy on his own could do so much more with this with a sequel. It's got already got such depth and breadth of gameplay and level design that another version would be, build upon that so much, and it's been really well done, and there's not really anything I can reports bad about it. Like, from the graphical design being like trying to be like a retro styled game, gameplay is really good, and there's literally nothing you can say bad about it really. I'm struggling to think of something that's not praising the game, if that makes sense. From the variety of gameplay to the aesthetics of the game to controls to the music to everything, it's absolutely awesome. And if anybody's looking at this thinking, oh, it looks alright, just buy it. It is absolutely awesome. I've platinumed the game, as of a lot of people at the moment, and it's loads of fun. It really is a lot of fun, and there's no way on this earth you shouldn't be giving it a go. It's a single dev on its own, and it's called to support these people who are trying to do things like this, and it's very rare to see, because it's almost like these people on their own, or these small indie devs, take more risk than the big AAA, AAA devs, sorry. Like, look at this little mini game with, like, towards the end of the game when you get this Christmas theme going on. Like, it's just so well done. It's really fun, and it's a solid game. Easily 9 out of 10, I'd say, for the value for money, for the gameplay, the story, everything. It's absolutely awesome. And there's not a grand deal more I can say other than that. It's a great game. The boss battles are fun. You know, the trophy list is really easy. If you're looking for a trophy list which is just do the game and complete it 100%, get the platinum, this is the one for you, because it's got like almost 28% to yield on the platinum list, which is pretty cool. And not only that, difficulty doesn't matter either, so you can play it on easy or hard, and it really wouldn't matter. You can get all the trophies, because it's mainly just collect all the parts in the game and you're done. And you know, that's really cool if you're a trophy hunter, because the game in general is fun anyway. And what's not to like? But anyway, if you do want to know any more about the game, just drop me a comment down below. I'm going to leave a little bit more of the game video playing here, because it is, as I say, it's really cool to watch, and it's got some awesome sound effects, and everything's so well done. Like I said, I'm struggling to find anything bad to say about it, which I know is daft to say, because why would I be wanting to say something bad? But the general gist of it is when you want to review a game, you do try to think of the bad parts of it, and it's like, well, is there any? I can't think of any. And then it's like, well, if there isn't anything, what are you reviewing it to? And it's like, well, unless you make things bigger and longer, like, there's not much more you can. And that means, you know, value for money wise is awesome. And like, when it's the first game, you don't want to take too much risk in it being too big or too long. Like, it could have got, if you'd have done it too big and too long, it could have got too repetitive, or you might not have been able to have the same variation in the old designs that were done, and all sorts. So, you know, the game is really good, and I really do hope the guy on his own decides to make another one, and that is really successful for him, because it's such a fun game. So, you know, you need to take risk on things and go for it, really. Anyway, if you do want to know any more about the game, please just drop me a message down below. As you can see, there's a boss here. It's pretty awesome. I do like this boss. But yes, if you do want to know anything else about the game, please just drop me a message down below and I'll get back to you. Thanks very much for tuning in, and goodbye, and I'll see you on the next one. Thank you very much, and goodbye.